Hello, this is the Snarky Raccoon, and welcome back to more Amnesia, the Dark Descent. Oh, God.
To the left we have the transept, to the right we have the choir.
And
Where
there's
do
the
we go?
transit.
He doesn't like red places.
I don't like red places, yes. The transept just looks... I shouldn't say looks, I haven't seen it yet, but it sounds much friendlier. Right? Please tell me it's friendlier.
Well, that depends.
Oh, this place looks so friendly.
You are in the middle of a evil circle.
How much more am I supposed to withstand? Kill me already! Kill me!
This one, prepare him.
Hey, pal, you're not looking so good. Okay, a bunch of doors. We are in fact going upwards because I don't want to open any of those doors yet. Could be a monster behind one.
Also, all of the dudes that don't look so good.
Uh-huh.
I would like to say that's partially your fault.
It's Daniel's fault, because Daniel is a real bastard. Hey,
Take a look at the painting.
Alexander.
Oh, your sanity is doing good. Take a look at your sanity.
It's that headache.
Huh.
That's because I solved that puzzle.
Damn. Gosh darn it. Go back to be scared.
Aye, I'll try. Not really.
Ooh, look, this is his study room, and there is a chainsaw in here, or at least a razor blade. Let's take a look at the dealie behind you.
What did he do in here?
Razor blade, knife, hammer, pliers.
And torture chamber down below.
Alexander was once a wet man. His wife is no longer around.
Oh,
Notes
God.
on torture.
Well, I do love torture. I guess I'll read it. There are quite a few things to be said about torture. I had figured that the reaction I would get from the victims would be highly individual. Thankfully, this is not the case. The humans all have a very similar approach to dealing with physical pain and terror of anticipation. I can't stress enough the importance of restraining the victims before proceeding. Even the most timid creature can break out in fits of violence where their strengths exceed their expected prowess. If proper care has been put into breaking the victim, this should not be a problem, but it will also hinder the effect I am after. The right steps to take are therefore to restrain while the victim is dazed. Proceed by presenting the form of torture you are about to apply, and then continue with the actual act. The point of presentation is to infuse terror. The human mind is extremely efficient as it will trigger itself into greater fear simply by imagining it. While applying the pain, make sure to avoid massive damage, as it will prove more efficient if the process can be sustained. Also, apply the pain in doses, if possible, breaks to let the body settle. If you are whipping or cutting the victim, strike once, wait for the pain to subdue, then strike again. As long as the body suffers, it will continue to produce the vitae and saturate the blood with its properties. Only with careful performance will the victim yield maximum effect. If the victim doesn't behave as expected, it is likely that all will be for naught. Before this happens, feed them the amnesia drink and try again later. Well, that's the amnesia drink.
Fun times.
Oh yeah.
That's the one you consumed, Daniel.
That's because Daniel thought it would be delicious. And it was.
Nom.
Is it you, my love, I miss the most, or is it perhaps myself? I know that I have become... well, what I have become. Oh. I am not blind. I am a monster to them, a demonic sultan perched on top a dark mountain. There is little I can do to redeem myself. The Black Eagle fears me, and after Napoleon's defeat, it is only a matter of time before they will demand my head on a platter. I must remove myself from this land. This time it must work. If I cannot return home now, I shall perish. Interesting. Alexander had his own circumstances, it would seem. And for some string. I was going to say rope, but nope, string.
You use that for strangling people.
Delicious. This seems like it's going to be the best part of the whole game. Just saying.
Go up to the brood and try to strangle him, then he cuts you up with the blade arm. So, which door?
This one. Oh, you brute.
The cradle is ready.
Good.
Ooh.
You're a man.
Cradle.
Take in this.
Is he all right?
This is lovely. I might like torture devices a little too much.
Oh no.
This is so great.
He set a man on fire.
It wasn't my fault. Why won't anyone listen?
That's horrible. Of course. We are dealing with monsters here.
Ah, yes.
So, fun fact. I am squeamish when it comes to torture devices, and I know a lot about them. I blame the raccoon. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I do in fact love history, and I also love the torture devices of history. That's why this is just so much fun. The arsonist kept crying as he was slowly lowered on and off the impaler. It didn't take much to break him. They had meant for him to die, but the torture was working beyond their expectations. It wasn't the method, it was the arsonist. He was different from the others. They could make him forget again. I just love the way you're creeping out. It's delicious. Just saying.
Okay.
No.
The point of the Judas cradle, right there, is just.
Basically, you lower a man onto it, right? And it spreads him from the anus. And it's incredibly painful. It uses gravity. Just imagine that. That would be incredibly painful.
The ring muscle can tear apart, and trust me, a muscle tearing apart is fucking painful. Oh.
Not to mention it's a sensitive area to begin with.
The strategy I employed not too long ago. Happy music.
Ah, yes. Okay, on to the next one.
Where you're not done with the room.
I'm not.
All pieces, remember?
Oh, right.
You're not there to admire the torture devices, good sir.
I thought I was. Sorry. I don't see any ore pieces though. Oh, there's one. No, that's not. Is that? Yeah, ore piece.
They have a maddening effect on the victims. So there's one in each room. And that's why you're there, not there to talk about torture.
Okay, but it's somewhat. It's just so. Oh. And it's not creepy, okay?
She deserved it, that little bitch.
Ooh, what do we have here? Ooh. Can you guess how this works? Can you? Maybe this picture could be of help.
Ah, that one. That one's actually a bit interesting. See, your shoulders are not meant to bend that way, so if you're lifted up like that, you're basically using your own weight to dislocate both shoulders.
What they would do is they would drop you from it.
Dislocate. Yeah, they would pull you up, and that's gonna be excruciatingly painful. Then they're gonna drop you, and then it's gonna stop, and then
Oh, is this not
With
working?
that sound, yes.
Boo. Okay.
This is one of the torture devices I find the least it makes me the least squeamish.
All it does
Of
is
course, it's
break your
incredibly
arms.
painful, but yeah, dislocates your shoulders. That's different from breaking your arms. But I have broken a bone myself, so I can at least somewhat relate to what's going on.
True. The kidnapper sat on her knees with her hands tied behind her back. She felt her hands being lifted and her body followed. Her shoulders gave way to the weight of her own body and cracked loudly. The suspended woman cried hysterically as the men contemplated their next step. Yeah, this is probably one of my least favorite.
So depending on the
just because of it's too simple.
Depending on the weight of the victim, they see if you take a look at the picture over there, the woman was a bit plump, so the lifting her alone would be enough, especially since they added the weight to her feet. However, if it was a scrawny dude like most farmers, then they would have to drop them for the added effect of gravity.
Good old gravity.
So, yeah. So, but if you're plumb enough, then they will be able to break your shoulders more easily, since your weight alone will be able to pull them out of their sockets.
Which is always fun. Okay, on to the next room.
Do we have to?
In fact, we do.
Wow. Can we just end the play?
Nope. Ooh, torture noises. Oh, I thought I saw something back there. I think that's self-explanatory. Right. Oh, Santa just went. Sanity just in fact went. Over here. The rapist hanged upside down, by his tears soiled with blood flooding from his belly. The saw between his legs had lodged itself in the hip and wouldn't move any further. The men stepped back and waited for the victim to drain. We need to Vitae, right?
Yeah, we do.
Vitae is a blood thingy, so I guess this might be a good example. So that is blood. Let's do that. Let's see.
That's strawberry jam.
The blood cannot be reached, okay. Oh, string. That might do it. Nope. String with...
Blast
yes.
down on a string. That's good. And now your sanity increased. And you found an old piece.
Isn't that fun? My sanity increased.
Oh. Ooh, this is from a rapist. Neat! Sanity increases. Daniel has issues.
Indeed. Yeah, I don't think we need to talk about this one. This is just way too self-explanatory.
Yeah, also, all of the servants, the different grunts and brutes, they look deformed. And they all kind of look like they have been sorted by this dealie here.
Aw.
If you, in editing, you can add a picture of a grunt standing there, and you can see the fact that their lower bodies has been disfigured quite badly.
Okay, so
possibly by that saw. Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm making you work. That's about it. You've been to all three, haven't you?
Yeah? Is that it here?
Yeah, now you have to go to the choir.
Oh god, I was having so much fun too.
The choir has 3 more torture rooms, if that helps.
Well, is it bad that I'm looking forward to that?
Yes, it is bad that you're looking forward to that.
What can I say, viewers? I love history. And torture devices are an important part of history.
They are. Fun fact, one of these simplest torture devices, which was basically 2 trees, was used to rip the legs off the victims.
Which is always fun. Mad.
Basically, they suspended the trees, they tied one leg to each, and then they stopped suspending them. And basically, as the trees went back up, they pulled you with them, and since they went in opposite directions, your legs, either one or both, would just be pulled off by the force.
Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun, viewers? Not really. It's a little less fun. Still pretty ingenious for how simple it is.
It isn't. Torture devices are, by their very nature, ingenious because they have to either make it so painful so that someone will start talking or start fabricating lies in order to escape the pain. So it has to be absolutely extreme in what it does to be effective.
Indeed. Oh god.
And if you make something that is, both simple and effective and cheap to produce, you have the perfect torture device. If you look at the Judas Cradle, it's just a triangle. It's so very, very simple, and that's why it's so criminal. Oh fuck!
Isn't it great?
The more intricate a torture device is, the more expensive it would be to use, and yeah.
But the more fun it is. I mean,
You
imagine
shut
like,
up.
Stuff like I don't know, the brazen bull and the what's something else? I don't know, the pair of anguish. Those are fun.
Don't even talk about the pair of fucking anguish. Oh.
But I like the pair of anguish.
The pair of anguish dislocates your jaw.
I know, isn't it great?
I will fight you. I will, in fact, fight you.
Fight me. Creepy. So fucking creepy. Make the creepy go away.
This is a lot nicer. Now you're the one freaked out, not me. And the viewers are here for your displeasure, not mine.
You sure about that?
I am, because up until now I've just been living off the Schadenfreude.
True. These trees? Oh, God, these are trees being used as pillows, aren't they? Fuck. I feel like there's gonna be something down here. Okay, that is not comfortable.
You're playing Amnesia and something isn't comfortable.
Yes.
Well, gee, wonder why.
Okay. Here we are. Alright, there's gonna be something down here. Oh! Torture room. Oh, that got me.
Fun fact, you can get into that one and close the door.
Oh god, I'm not gonna do that. I don't think
Do
this
it!
one
Come on,
needs-
go for it!
You really? You really want me to?
Yeah. Go in and close the door. You can do it. Hashtag YOLO.
I'm sure
Come
you
on
all
now.
know the Iron Maiden here.
Go in.
I'm gonna demonstrate its effects right now. Oh, I have to go for this first. The forger stood absolutely still. The casket had been closed, but a faint light made its way inside. A myriad of spikes pointed at him, glittering as they waited for his body to slip just for a moment. His knee jerked and he felt blood trickle down his leg. In pain, his head fell slightly forward. It took him a while to realize his eye had ruptured and begun to leak. Ah, fuck. So yeah, that's how that works.
Yeah.
Great, ain't it?
You have to stand. You have to stand absolutely still, and a human is unable to do that, basically. At least for extended periods of time.
Indeed. Should be a shot in here.
You get all shaky and uncontrollable.
Yeah, another piece
No,
of
you just
wool.
need two.
Indeed.
You have like 66% of the orbs.
That's great, isn't it? I mean,
I guess so.
where was the Iron Maiden invented? I don't remember.
I. Boom. Google has the answer.
Okay.
Iron Maiden. Okay, I'm not talking about the band. I'm talking about the torture device.
So the band is pretty good.
Isn't the band also a torture device?
If used at large enough volumes, technically.
Also, that's joke viewers, don't strangle me. Iron Maiden is often associated with the Middle Ages, however no account has been found earlier than 1793.
Ooh.
Although medieval torture devices were catalogued and reproduced in the 19th century. So it may be that they existed from the Middle Ages, but they were just melted down and used for other things. Or it may be that they were... Or maybe that just the concept was popular in the Middle Ages. Like, we're gonna put in a witch and an Iron Maiden or whatever. That may have been a concept, but they just stopped drowning him.
So it's probably of English origin. Around, roughly.
Speaking of, fun fact, in Denmark, I don't know if we had it in other countries, but in Denmark we had a witch test. If someone was a witch, people said that a witch floats on water, right?
Oh god, I know that one.
So what they did was they took a stone and tied it around the ankle of the woman and plopped her in a lake or a river. If she floated, she was a witch and they would kill her. If she didn't float, she was innocent and she could just get up when she felt like it.
Yep.
Mind you, most women died because it's kind of hard because you don't really have enough time to fill your lungs with air as you're panicking. You have to untie the rope around your ankles, which isn't easily doable, and you're not given a knife. And yeah. On the bright side, you are deemed innocent.
Oh no, he was innocent. Just killed some old lady, but yeah, she was innocent. Who wants to fish a body out of the lake? Oh god, there's a monster.
So, why? Oh, that's why you're hiding.
Yeah, I heard it just a minute ago.
I'm just here talking about innocent women being drowned, and you're hiding from a monster while I'm talking about drowning innocent girls and ladies.
Yeah, it really isn't helping my sanity.
At least I'm distracting you, which isn't the point of this playthrough. The point here is for you to be a broken raccoon by the end of it.
I don't want to be the broken raccoon of that.
Yeah,
I don't like the Judas Cradle, goddammit. Well, I do, but I want to use it on me.
I didn't talk about... Oh, you just had to.
I did.
I will
payback.
fight you.
You will fight
I
me.
will fight you.
With what?
With fists like a manly man.
Well, I'll see you when you can actually find me. I shouldn't say that. You can... When you... Okay, have fun swimming across the Atlantic. That's better.
I can swim. So I gotta say, I can swim.
Yeah. I'm fine with that.
And you may say that it is impossible, viewers, but with enough enthusiasm, everything is possible.
Including failure.
Really? I don't think you need enthusiasm to fail, though.
Ah, trust me, you do.
You can fail without enthusiasm.
But if you want to fail with style. Here's another room. Hey guys, here's another room.
Yeah. On the bright side, there's only one more torture device after this for you to talk about.
The wheel is
So I
good
just have
for
to have
keeping
fun
your
with these
victims
ones.
still during the procedure. They can be bound around the circumference or simply stretched across, tying limbs to the spokes and rim. All tools are by this point useful, and you may administer the torture in any way you like. But the forte of the wheel is the gaps. When you have decided that the victim shall die, you can smash their limbs with a hammer, making them fold in between the frame.
But
Oh,
they'll
yes.
die. Too quickly, I mean.
No, don't worry. The human body is much more resilient. They can survive for days until they finally succumb.
Great, isn't it?
Wouldn't say that.
The murderer's limbs were tied to the spokes of the wheel. They turned the wheel slowly, but with intent, so the rope secured around his legs stretched and cracked the bone. He no longer had the strength to scream. The two men looked at each other knowingly and took a hammer, struck the victim's chest in a final act of mercy. My tongue is starting to fail me. I've been at this for too long. Oh, there's
Nonsense.
the orb. So yeah, I think they
You
actually
can
explained
quit
this one
once
pretty well.
You can quit once you have found the final orb piece.
Still need something else, don't I, from this area?
Yeah, the final orb piece.
No, I thought there was some type of last thingy on the note, because I only have two things for the note.
Oh yeah, you need to find the poison gland from a mushroom. You need to find the mushroom in here. Giant fungi.
So there's a giant mushroom somewhere.
Yeah, it's gonna be glowing and blue, I believe, so it's gonna be easy to find.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody be sneaky. I haven't seen them. Oh, technically I've seen them on Steve, but still. I haven't run into one yet. Yeah, I'm doing my job right. Some cages. Some ambience.
Okay, you can't miss the mushroom. It's in front of the last torture room, dearly, so it's gonna be easy for you to find.
I thought it was a monster just. Is it this way? Wait, can I get up there? I want to get up
Wouldn't
on
it
top
be
of that.
easy to just hide?
I want to get up onto that to get across. Oh, there's the monster. Let me up, let me up.
If you're not
Swear.
wounded, you can jump higher.
I think I am wounded, am I? A few cuts and bruises. Is that considered wounded?
Exit, Steve. Yeah.
All is good. that kid's all's good and all's fine here in Daniel's playhouse.
Find a way.
You say as you're next to a spike dealie.
Yep. Let me ask, what is Daniel's playhouse? Well, the whole world is Daniel's playhouse.
But the choir is his favorite.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh well, look at you.
Now you have all the 3 dealies.
Lovely. What we got in here? Oh, fuck yes. Brazen Bull. We see how this would
Try light
work.
the fire under it.
Ooh.
Light the
Oh,
fire under it.
let's see, I think I have to go for this first. The trader did not know what to think of the brass bull as he was forced to enter it. Only when the heat of fire began to scorch his skin and cook his flesh did he realize it was to be his tomb. His screams of pain echoed inside the brass chamber and traveled through the complex instrument which was the bull's head. Outside, the men could hear the brazen bull bellow. So basically, what you do here is you would set a fire down here, right? Then you'd have someone inside. Yeah, kind of like that. So now you'd have open. Okay, apparently it doesn't want to open. Or you'd have someone inside, right? And they would basically cook alive. And there was a little thingy, an instrument of sort, in the bull, right? And it was the only place you could get air, so the victim would normally try to breathe out of that little tube, which would then cause noise to come out this end. Brilliant.
Some people believe it's the origin of the brass instruments because of the way it worked.
Could be.
That may or may not be true, but you know.
And for added fun, the man who invented this fine machine died in it.
Was the
Was
first victim. Yeah. Also, the owner of it, he loved it very much.
Indeed.
And that basically meant he had a bellow during most of his meals.
Just imagine that. How you make a bellow.
You make it bellow by having a musician? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? Willfully ignorant? Willfully ignorant? Willfully ignorant?
You wish. Okay, so what do I have to do with all this? Oh, to do that. Anything directly with the substances need to be purified first. So what do I have to do
Yeah,
there?
you're gonna get access to a laboratory later.
Okay. How much
Yeah.
later?
After you go to the what was the area with the blue flames called again?
Oh, was it the inner sanctum?
No, it's not the inner sanctum yet. The blue flame area is called something with C.
I don't
Chapel?
know. Maybe. Some monster. Where are we?
Oh, it's called the chancel.
Chancel.
Once you go there, you'll have access to the laboratory.
Now, where the fuck do we go from here?
You're gonna go back to the choir entrance, and then you're gonna go back to the nave.
Yeah, but I mean...
Well, you jumped across that platform, dearly broken pillar.
So it must be that way. I hear it.
I would still like to mention that I'm still operating on that delay, so I can't help you that much.
I know. Just gonna run right across. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Go through. That was
You did it.
nerve-wracking, to be honest. Except for the torture bits, those were kind of fun. I like the previous
You had a
room
lot
better
of fun
though.
with it.
I did.
Yeah, well, that's because the Judas Cradle is the torture device I hate the most, because, oh, fucking hell. One's just...
Personally, I'm not sure. I mean, the brazen bull is pretty ingenious. Horrible
the
and
brazen
evil, but
bull-
ingenious. Go on.
The Brazen Bull is at least nice enough to kill you. The Judas
true.
Cradle only kills you if you, for some reason, bleed to death or the adrenaline gets to you.
Very true.
I see that all the orb pieces you need. I know I have no right to ask anything of you. But if you could find it in your heart to gather the ingredients for Wire's tonic before attempting to make the orb, there might still be a chance for you
We
to
have
save
all of them, good sir.
Okay,
make
so
you
I
very
need
happy.
to go through there and do the thing then, right?
Can you combine your pieces right now?
No, I can't. After I do that, it's the end. For at least I can't save him.
Okay, so go to the laboratory then.
Indeed. But we've been at this for a while now, so I guess I'll end the episode here.
Nah,
It's
no.
it's been 36 minutes.
As soon as you go to the laboratory, we can stop. Come on.
So this will be a long episode then.
It's gonna be at most 40 minutes. Trust me. Go to the laboratory.
Okay. Take all 3 minutes then, eh?
It's not gonna take long.
This is why I can't go in here yet, eh? Fucking bastard. You can't see it right now, but I am flipping you off. I'm not dead. I'm not dead. That's what sound said to me. I'm not dead. What happened to me? Well, hello there, Mr. Bitch.
Now you'll have access to the laboratory.
Oh, I thought I needed.
Now we can end. Yeah, you need to save Agrippa, but you were just you've been thrown in the prison cell by Alexander.
Quite frankly, I'm not sure
So,
what to do.
up first. Okay.
I hold no we are so very much
Fucking fuck.
Did you really drink from the amnesia mixture? It does explain so much
Oh
of your
god.
behavior.
We'll let Alexander
You never
finish
did
rambling.
what you set out to do. You talked about redemption, how you would face the orb's shadow and save our work and me. I will grant you another chance to redeem yourself. You can wait here and stop the shadow. Thank you, friend.
Okay. Until next time, this has been the Snarky Raccoon. Thanks for watching. Bastard.